What's up, everybody? It's another episode of World 101 Podcast. I am your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. As always, with me is my partner in crime, Eddie V. What up?
Hello, all.
So, down to brass tacks, we're probably in for a little bit of a short episode because I'm just, my ass is kicked. I'm ready for bed here. But, Eddie, what have you been playing?
Picked up Octopath Traveler and Captain Toad Treasure Tracker for Switch. Been playing a lot of Octopath Traveler. Got 4 characters, and I gotta go pick the other 4 up later on. But really enjoying this game. Like, it's my RPG game, like, now to go. And just grinding it. Hopefully I could get my characters that's new to their, like, double digits, because my first character, Oberic, I picked him. I had already beat his stuff from the demo, and it carried over. And I like right now he's like level 15. And I'm just like, oh heck yeah, this is about to be fun and about to be good. So really enjoying that. Haven't started Captain Toad yet because of Octopath Traveler. Played a little bit of The Division, and I don't know if you've been experiencing this, Larry, but like every time I cut on my Xbox One S, it wasn't connected to Xbox Live for some reason. And I don't know, and there's been some other people who's been having problems with it cutting on their Xbox, and it's just not connecting to Live. It shows that you're online, but when you're not connected to Xbox Live, you can't do none of the services. So like playing like The Division and stuff like that.
Well, see, that's why. Maybe you wanted to play The Division and it wasn't going to connect until you decided to play something better.
I did play something better, and it still didn't connect. So I was just like, what the
order doesn't count.
The order is not for Xbox. I was playing Ikaruga and Cuphead. I've had no issues with Live, but I've barely touched my Xbox in the last week. Mostly my Xbox lately has just been a Netflix box in the basement. Which I gotta admit,
nothing personal. It's just that's just what it's been.
I'm thinking, which I'm now thinking, I might double dip on Dead Cells. Of course, get the physical for Switch, but do Xbox One for Dead Cells. Because it's just, I want to have Dead Cells when I'm on the go. I'm still gonna play it at home, but it's just like when I'm waiting for something to install on like maybe PS4 or Xbox One, like a new game, I kind of want to play something, and normally I'll go to Ikaruga, but I'm like, I want something meaty, and I kind of want something actiony, and I think Dead Cells is going to fit.
Why do you have to double dip for that, though? Like, seriously,
dude,
just start the download and flip the input on your TV.
Dude, it's Nintendo. I have to have physical. Dead Cells, physical?
Yeah, but why would you double dip on that to get it on Xbox as well?
Because I want more indies on my Xbox, and I would double dip. I would double dip on Dead Cells because
more indies on my Xbox too. They just need to put more on it.
Well, and market it more better. But I want to have it on my One, because I'm just like, when it's PlayStation 4 and when the Xbox One, the loading times to install games still take long, and I don't want to pull my Switch off. I'm like, if I have it on my One, instead of switching around my course and stuff, I kind of just want to play it on a nice TV. Plus, I'm planning on upgrading to a 4K, I think it was 32-inch. 4K is like, or something. One that I seen at Target, like that's like $369.99. It was on sale. I don't know if it's still there, but I'm saving my ducats up, and I want to just hook my systems up to that TV and play it there. So with the Nintendo Switch version, I have to have physical. So that means I got to keep popping the cartridge.
Did you pre-order the Signature Edition?
No, I didn't. Mm-mm.
Oh, you sinner! Ah.
Did you get it?
Oh, fuck yeah, I did.
I didn't even know they was doing one.
Listening, I will leave a link to the Signature Edition for Switch in the show notes for this week's show. But the Signature Edition looking pretty fucking badass.
Is it for PS4 and Switch, or is it just for Switch?
I know it's for Switch. I'm looking as we're talking now, but the Signature Edition is coming from a European online retailer.
Okay.
Yep. But again, region free, so it's not like it fucking matters.
Because I haven't heard nothing about it. I just know that
they posted it on their Twitter.
The company who makes Dead Cells.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know when they announced Dead Cells physical, Best Buy was getting it first, and then Amazon was doing it for pre-orders. And
is getting PS4 is getting a Signature Edition as well.
And I didn't hear nothing else about it. I just know that they was going making physical editions for that game.
Yep. Yeah, the Signature Edition stuff posted just maybe a week ago, if that. But there is US based hard copies for PS4 and Switch coming, but for standard editions. But the Signature Edition is coming from signatureeditiongames.com, which looks to be UK based, given the fact that the website puts their pricing up in pounds, and the game is stickered with a PEGI rating, not a ESRB rating. But the Signature Edition in the package, though, so that you know what you're getting here, comes with a region-free copy of Dead Cells on either Switch cartridge or PS4 disc, both of which include a mini art book, so basically a manual, a double CD digipack soundtrack, an exclusive enamel character pin, a 56-page hardback art book.
Nice.
This is like my favorite part here, though, is a numbered certificate of authenticity featuring motion twin autographs, and an outer box featuring exclusive artwork with spot gloss finish.
I wonder, did they sell well on PC to make this edition, or are they just making it and hoping that it sells to make them like more money?
As far as I know, it's already sold extremely well on PC. But my guess is that Signature, or they approached Signature and said, "Hey, make us a pretty special edition."
They're probably. I hope this game in total at least sell 500,000 copies. I hope majority of that comes to Switch. Like, right. I think people are going to do physical and do digital, but it's good that they're it's releasing on all platforms. But I think the highest sale is probably going to be on Switch. If they hit 500,000 copies, I will be super happy just for them.
Yeah, I'm skimming Signature's website here too, and there's a couple of other nifty looking goodies like. There's a Signature Edition for the Coma Recut on Switch, as well as a Signature Edition of Slain Back from Hell.
Oh, nice. They ship international, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
They do. Looking here, the Slain one comes with the region free game, the official soundtrack, the Back from Hell art book, the outer box with Dev's signature, and the Slain Back from Hell guitar pick.
That's crazy. But that's cool.
So I will say, though, the enamel pin that's coming with Dead Cells looks way cooler than the fucking guitar pick in Slain.
But you know what? It's cool that they're even including like a guitar pick. Like, what video game do you think has a guitar pick? I don't even think Guitar Hero had a guitar pick.
No, it didn't. But no, I do recommend though. Like, seriously, go check out Signature Edition Games website. So signatureeditiongames.com. I'll leave a link to just their website in the show notes, and you guys can check out from there. But they do some standard edition as well as obviously the signature edition, which are nice special edition packages.
Are they a new company or have they been around?
I don't know. I'm not sure, to be completely honest.
Because it sounds like, like companies like not Nicholas, but more like limited run games and signature games. It looks like these companies that's doing these special collector editions or physical editions. It seems that they're becoming more relevant, and that's good, and that's really good business.
It
for
is.
Players.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see here. But yeah, no, I'm seeing some really cool shit on their website that everyone should totally check out. They're even doing a nice special edition of Dead Cells for PC.
Ooh, nice. Which I think that would be cool if a PC does get a physical. If they did an American version of it. Because for a game to be like early access, to get like a release like this, I mean, that's major. I'm like, this is like, to me personally, this is almost like Shovel Knight major, for a game like this.
I mean, Dead Cells is set to just kill it on every platform. Like, the fact that it's not being talked about a whole lot at this point is really nothing short of fucking criminal. Like, I've really not seen much in terms of coverage on any of the major outlets, and that really disappoints me because this is something that should really be getting fucking hyped up on all platforms.
I think because people have already made their mind that they're going to buy it. And it might be, the people who make Dead Cells, it may be they PR, they haven't reached out and did a lot of press just yet for the game, because when it comes out, hopefully it will get that talk about. Just like Hollow Knight has been treated. I think Dead Cells, like, people are going to be doing a lot of videos for it, that they're going to be streaming it. And I think because I think the major thing of it being a physical release on Switch, being like the highlight, I think it's going to give it that push. Like, if I was a Nintendo, I would do a special Nintendo Direct just for indie games that's about to come out. Or if they decide to do one in September, include Dead Cells, but kind of include something that's like very exclusive. Like, there's I'm like, you guys who picked up Dead Cells for Nintendo, you're now going to be in a Bowser level.
No, I would love to see Motion Twin do something like exclusive for each of the consoles. Honestly, that would be fucking fantastic. As a matter of fact, I was just talking with somebody the other day about Shovel Knight having exclusive goodies on PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah,
when that came out, the Battletoads and the God of War stuff. But that's another story. But yeah, that's something you guys should definitely get on. At the very least, check it out. Check out their site. Even if Dead Cells isn't your thing, they've got some other really cool shit up there that you should totally check out and give them some love, and show them that we appreciate that they're doing some awesome stuff. So, like I said, they've got my dollars.
It's region free games have been big on Nintendo Switch than any other company, any other system.
Well, yeah, it's because Nintendo said from the outset, we're not region locking our system. So everything is region free versus, the other platforms that are still.
No, they're region free too. It's just that no one is buying games for those systems like for Xbox and PS4. Nintendo though, heck yeah! If I could get a game from Japan that we're not getting just yet, heck yeah! Why not order it?
Well, shit, I'm going to be importing my copy of Okami from Japan because, again, I want a hard copy for Okami on my Switch, and the Japanese version does have English language option in there, so I have no reason not to. Which, if anybody's looking for that, by the way, check Play Asia. They have it up there for import. They're charging $30 for the hard copy plus a couple of dollars for shipping. So, which is not bad.
Has Play Asia I wonder have their recognition been increased because of Switch?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because they will make a killing if they could market more physical versions from Japan to ship international. Like, I think more Americans will actually buy stuff that's not getting the physical copy. Because Capcom, they're just crazy not doing a physical for Nintendo for that game.
I think the other thing, though, here is that Play Asia, I think, had a bigger boom with the DS and the original DS.
Yeah.
Because, one, the original DS was not region locked. And then, two, the original DS had a ton of stuff that came out in Japan that didn't come out here in the States. Versus the Switch, where most everything that's coming out in one territory or another is coming out in all the territories.
Yeah.
We may not get, we might get Okami'd where, we're not getting the hard copy here that that they're getting over in Japan, but we're at least getting the game on digital. So if you really, really want that physical copy like I do, you can have it and it's not a major fucking hassle. But if you just want to play the game and you're cool with it being digital, it's a zero hassle. It's literally jump on your eShop, $20, bam, done.
Right. And shoot, it'll only probably take about 10 or 15 minutes to download for a game that big. I will say this, the Okami design, it looks good on the Xbox One box. That green, it looks so sweet. Yeah. I'm
staring at the Switch copy and oh my God, it is so pretty.
I gotta see the Switch copy.
I will send you a link. But yeah, that's I suspect though that Play Asia is probably not doing as well with it as they were back in the original DS days for those very reasons though.
But it's good that they're still alive and kicking. I think.
Oh yeah, I mean there's still a place for them in the industry, absolutely. So.
Yeah, I just think they just need more recognition. Oh, I see it. Like, yes, it's the same. It's the same cover as the Xbox One. But goodness, I love Okami so much. But pretty much that's what I've been playing.
Yeah.
And Just Chasing Beats.
Are you finally done with that yet?
No, I'm not.
Jesus.
I got further. I'm further into the mountain. I can't help it. That game is addictive.
I know it's addictive. That's why you should be fucking done with it.
I can't. I keep jumping around. It's just too much games. But that soundtrack is just so banging. Oh, that soundtrack.
Oh, it is.
Like,
it is.
Dude, literally, once I find out who's ever doing a physical of it, I really hope they include the soundtrack. Like, I got to have that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't remember if I mentioned this to you or not, but I was looking at the limited run for Thumper. That opens up in just a couple of days, by the way. But this is not their usual, like, we have this many copies and that's it. This is for Thumper, they're doing an open pre-order. So it goes live in just a couple of days, and they're going to close it on August 3rd, and they'll print as many copies as there's orders for in that time period.
Oh, so they're making it. They're actually doing it longer then.
Right, because they don't have a set number of copies from the outset. So,
how much is it? Is it 40 or is it 30?
30.
30.
$30.
I'm probably gonna order my copy. I got to see how my check is next week, and I'm probably gonna end up because I have to have Dumper. Like, I don't own it. I don't own it on any of my consoles. Because there's just other games that trust me, ever since I played Thumper at your house, like I've been telling people, hey, if you want a great music game, but like that's just amazing and mind blowing, get Thumper. I haven't picked it up.
Sad because Limited Run is doing like a super sick special edition for the PS4 version. I'm like, can I get all that stuff, but just get a Switch version instead, please? Come on.
Yeah.
I think so far, no luck.
I think the reason why they're probably doing that is because more people can buy it on PlayStation 4, because I think Thumper did very well on Switch, and like people who are playing Thumper is very limited on PS4 and Xbox One.
Well, and it started on PS4 as a PSVR title.
Yeah.
So
and that might have been a problem. But when it came to Switch, their numbers jumped. Like people.
Oh yeah, they had a nice little boom on Switch. But in any case, so I have not gotten nearly as much playtime this past week as I would have liked. But starting with the usual suspect is I'm tinkering with the end of Hollow Knight, which we've got a little bit of Hollow Knight news to hit on in just a couple of minutes here. But I'm closing in on the end. I'm working on whittling away at the last handful of items to track down, and gonna wrap up the Grim Troop DLC and then hit the end of the game. But I also finally cracked open my copy of Thimbleweed Park for Switch today.
Ooh.
Yeah. So let's talk about this one, because this is a special one.
The physical version or the game itself?
Both. Well,
okay.
the physical version, I got just the standard edition. I missed the special edition for that one, but I've seen copies of it. It looks like they put some pretty cool shit in there. But in any case, even just the standard edition, the manual it's not much to speak of, which is a little sad. But on the back of the manual, there is a nice little thing, maybe like 4, 5, 6 bullet points on like just the developers' thought process and rules for the game when they were putting it together. And there's some really, really good stuff in there. I highly recommend, if you can get your hands on it, check it out and read it. But one of them was that, like, no obscure, super fucking obtuse bullshit puzzles. I'm like, thank you. They're like, no non-progression puzzles. Like, when you solve something, it will move the fucking story forward. Like, awesome. So, but the real fucking gem here is the game itself. I've not gotten far, but no lie, within 20 minutes, I can tell you that this thing is magical.
Oh, yeah.
For all the right reasons.
I think ever since because it came on I think it's on other platforms first before it came to Switch. And people were just like, this is a must-have game. They say it's really, really good.
So I want to share just a little bit of stuff from the beginning here, because A, that's about all I've got in, and B, even if I was further, I don't think I'd want to spoil anything major. But first and foremost, just rolling through the menu options, there is like an easy mode that cuts out some of the puzzles, so it makes it a little easier to just kind of move and progress through the story, if that's the only reason that you're there. Which I'm like, cool, good job. Find an easier way to get your story told. 2, there's an option in the menu to either include or exclude like stupid in-jokes that nobody else will get. I'm like, awesome. You found a way to put cool, goofy shit in without forcing it on somebody, so that if somebody wants to know whatever dumb shit you guys were laughing at the office, and decided it had to be in the game, but without forcing it in so as to derail the content of the story itself. They made it optional. I'm like, good job. Fucking excellent. And then third, just in terms of, the writing is so good. The voice acting's solid, for one. Like, it's not epic. Like, it's not that awesome, extreme voice acting from Synchronicity, but the writing is spectacular. I can pinpoint two specific things that just fucking killed me. Right at the beginning, you find this dead body, and the two agents are standing there talking, and one of them says, better get a picture of this corpse before the body pixelates any further. Like,
it knows what it is. It's breaking that fourth wall.
It's not quite a full fourth wall break, but it's just close enough to push the right button. And the other one that pushes on that button too is just as you're getting into town with your characters, you meet up with the sheriff. One of them makes a comment and says, yeah, let's get inside before this cutscene gets any longer than it already is. I was like, that's fantastic. This is fucking brilliant. So, big fucking props to I've been waiting to bust this open until my hard copy came. And it came just when I was in the middle of a deluge of other stuff. And I had 20 minutes to kill this morning. So I'm like, I'm going to mess around with this for a little bit. Yes. And it's totally worth it. The other thing, too, is that the controls, given that it's a point and click, the controls are actually pretty functional here.
Are you using the JoyCons? Is it
yes.
Okay.
I'm using the JoyCons, but there is a touchscreen option. So if you're playing handheld, you can just totally fucking touchscreen the whole thing.
Okay.
So, but they're playing with the JoyCons is not painful by any means. It's definitely one of the best handled point and clicks on a console. There's things to kind of ease the pacing where you can double tap A to, make your character run to a point rather than walk, or you can actually hold it down and the character will just follow the cursor around until you tell it to stop. I'm like, cool. Way to make it less obtuse and obnoxious. There's a series of it's so well put together. There's a series of commands in the bottom left-hand corner, and you pick a command pull, and then you click on whatever you want to pull. Simple, basic, functional. So I'm super happy with it. I love the writing. I like the control setup that they designed for this on console, and I wish that others could nail it this well, because there have been a number of point and click games that have made their way over to consoles over the years, and it felt very, very painful to try and use whatever stupid control scheme that they slapped on there rather than having put love into it.
It feels like it's just been tacked on and they didn't work to balance it, to get it working.
Right. It's like they just said, fuck it, we'll just replace a mouse with a joystick and we're done. That's all we need, right? And Thimbleweed Park said, no, that's not fucking good enough. Do it right or don't do it at all and go the fuck home. And after this, there is no excuse for anybody doing any kind of game like this to not have their shit together in a way that Thimbleweed does.
I think that's why sometimes when some indie games get delayed on Switch, it's that they're trying to refine so much and get it balanced. And I think Control Scheme is one of them. You know, if they took the time to get the control right on Thimbleweed Park, then yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's totally an unpainful, a non-painful experience of a point-and-click adventure game on a console. So, and again, that applies not just to the Switch, but to all platforms. But, bonus points if you have a Switch, because if you really don't want to use the Joy-Cons and you really want to take kind of that purist approach to it, pull it out of the dock and use the touchscreen, because there's your mouse. Cool.
I think people sometimes, definitely when they go to bed and they're playing the Switch, it's touch. Me, I play with my Joy-Cons, like attached to it, or if I'm in the bathroom, definitely if I'm in the bathroom, Switch is on stand, Joy-Cons in my hand.
So, but yeah, that's most of what I've been playing. So on the news. This one just like somebody knew I was talking about it a minute ago. This one just cropped up in my feed. So Hollow Knight Gods and Glory DLC is going live on August 23rd. So that is now officially dated for the final DLC pack for Hollow Knight. So if you're like me and you haven't had enough of it already, brace yourself for Hollow Knight's take on a boss rush mode. One of the things they talked about was that they wanted to make a boss rush mode, but they wanted to make it in such a way that it fit within the narrative of the story of the game rather than just being a tacked on mode. And major ups to them for that. Like, keeping everything within the context of the world rather than just being, here's the thing in a menu, have fun. We've done our part. But instead, working it into the entire world of the game is spectacular.
Is that coming to everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
PC and Switch.
PC and Switch. Okay.
Yep. So that's something to keep an eye out for. Other than that, news has been a little lackluster. I mean, there's been I know for a lot of people, just not for you and I necessarily, but the season 5 of Fortnite just went up here in the last week, and again, it was so nice to see that the season 5 DLC was day and date on all platforms, and not just some. Like, that's how you support your shit properly. Thank you.
Yeah, and everybody's been playing Fortnite season 5 on Switch. Like, I think ever since that game dropped, folks who wasn't into like battle royale games or Fortnite, because it's been on Switch, there's a whole bunch of people been approving, getting better, and playing it there.
Right. I mean, there's a market appeal here where people are playing stuff, that they would not have normally touched otherwise, just because it's on Switch. There's a certain simplicity and ease of access to it. And it dawned on me too that not just the fact that it's becoming like the default system for a lot of people, where it's just that's what we go to, that's where we want our games. But even though the eShop is a little bit of a mess, like the eShop for Switch is to borrow a phrase from Jim Sterling this week, is a bit shit, but it's really not atrocious. It could do with some minor tune-ups, but overall, it's not bad. And frankly, I'll take the eShop presentation over the Xbox One store any day. The Xbox One store just feels like a fucking mess to me.
Yeah, Microsoft got to get that improved. Like,
they got to get something done with that shit. Because, seriously, I next to never go on the Xbox Marketplace. Like, it's a fucking eyesore, and I hate going through it trying to find stuff because it's nothing about it ever feels like it works right. It feels janky and laggy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I loathe ever having to mess with it in the least. And I've honestly, I will be the first to admit that I probably have missed some really good stuff on there just because I can't stand to look at it. So, which is a shame. I only wonder at this point how many great games have gone unloved and unattended in that marketplace store just because people like me don't even want to look at it. Like, I regularly browse the Switch eShop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I might not even, I'll just pick up my Switch just to browse the eShop, not even to play a game. But every once in a while, I just kind of want to look through and go, wonder what's on sale. Maybe something's on there for like $1 or $2 that I wouldn't have bought otherwise, and I want to see what's there. I have never had that inclination with the Xbox store because it's too miserable to slog through.
It's usually I go to Cheap Ass Gamer on Monday, and I look at that to see what's on the list and be like, okay, that's cool. The thing with me is that most of the stuff that they're selling I already own. And I'm just like, you guys got to start working on indie sales. You guys got to, I give it to PlayStation when they do flash sales. Still problem with theirs that I own most of the stuff that they put on sale. And it's just like, you guys got to do better putting stuff on sale. When it comes to Switch though, I'm looking on the eShop on Thursdays and Fridays and seeing what's on sale. Seeing, sometimes it might not be on that Thursday, but that developer might be like, hey, it's 30% off this weekend, starting Friday. And they'll readily do it and be like, okay, cool, I'll get it.
Yeah, actually, you know what part of the problem with the Microsoft store is that they clutter their on sale section with so much non-games. Here, buy 5,000 in-game currency for $5.
Yeah.
And it's just 20 to 30 to 50 of those icons. And that's
game?
Part of what makes it feel like a fucking slog. I'm like, I want to find a fucking game.
Exactly. And then
just relegate that shit to in-game purchase.
And this is the crazy thing is that when I look on Cheap Ass Gamer and they got that list, when I go to the actual system, what was in that list is not even on the system. And it's just I have to actually search for that game to find oh, this is on the sale. And it's just really, Microsoft? Y'all got to be better at this.
Yeah, the whole thing sucks. I wish there was a better way.
And I would love
to. Fuck, there is a better way. They just won't do it.
I would love to buy more games, more indie games on my Xbox One. Of course I get the 360 games. That might be come with games with gold, but I'm just I need something indie on my system to really play. That's not 360 or anything, because it's just if you keep I love the fact that their 360 games are backwards compatible, but I want to play some indie games that's not on other platforms yet, but just Microsoft platforms. I want to play that, and if you feel like you need to do a sale, do a great sale for it. You got Inside Xbox. Highlight some of the past indie games that's been missed and throw on a good 10-20% sale.
Yeah, I'm staring at the Microsoft Store now just to kind of make a point to myself. But frankly, like one of the things was right off the bat, I was looking for, where's the fucking section of everything that's on sale right now? And it took me like 3-4 minutes to figure out where to go to find shit that's on sale.
And it says deals.
Yeah.
But then
it's in a weird, like, it's not just a tab category like the rest of everything else either. And
sometimes they'll have like, Xbox sale 20 to 70% off, like in a big box, but it don't give you the full games like when you go into deals, and it's just like, you guys gotta fix this.
Yeah,
because at least with the eShop that you'll see games that's new that just came out, but you also could go to like sales on and stuff, and they'll break all the sales that's down. That's not even stuff that wasn't on that Thursday sale for eShop. They still have games on there that's still cheap that they've been having like for a month or two.
Right. So, but yeah, it's a fucking mess. Like, we've talked about the fact that the Switch eShop needs cleaned up some. It needs a little bit of a revamp.
Mm-hmm.
But God, nothing needs it like this Xbox Store. So, but that's my bitch for the day. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I've been scrolling news throughout the week, and just honestly, most everything just feels like filler. Like there's really no meaty, substantial news that's hit this week. Like nothing I've seen that's really just made my fucking jaw drop and go, yeah.
Well, so, I think because of E3, a lot of developers and publishers have went ghost to get ready for the fall and the holiday. So right now it's kind of like any developers really given that chance to promote their stuff or get their news out. Because like even today, there's like been 2 new games announced, like Will, A Wonderful World. It's a story-driven puzzle game, and co-op party shooter, No Reload Heroes. It's coming this week on Switch. And then they got, and then
Side note, real quick, just because I'm staring at it. Since we were talking about it, Okami HD on Xbox One right now is on sale for like $14. So that's 100% fucking steal.
Yeah.
So if for some godforsaken fucking reason you don't have it, go get it right meow. Yeah. $14 is more than reasonable enough for a game that big.
I mean, it's regularly $19.99, but $15.
Yeah, which even at $20 is still a fucking bargain for as much game as you get. So, part of me secretly wants to hope that Okami HD is doing well, and that somewhere at Capcom they're going, maybe we should do something with this series again.
Well, it would be the third time if they decide to do that. It would be the third time.
Well, there was Okami Den,
and then the one for PS2, which is the regular Okami, and then it's the one that came out for DS.
Right, Okami Den.
And then if they decide to do anything more with Okami, this would be the third one. Because I think he was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I think Okami was. Amaterasu. I would have to look it up. I thought he was like a special character or something, or a side character. She. Can't take it. I can't keep thinking of. Keep forgetting that she's
Okami Amaterasu.
I love the little quips when she interacts with the signs, like the animals, the zodiacs. I just love that. I think it might be like a mouse or something that's in a ball, and she's playing with it, and then just keep playing it to the end and goes. I'm like, this game is gorgeous. I actually that was my first PS2 pre-order, and I took the week off to play that game from work.
Yeah. No, it's super, super good. I would love to see them do like an actual Okami 2.
Oh yeah. Even though it
So,
won't be from Clover, but heck yeah.
no, but Clover technically got absorbed by Capcom.
No, Clover turned
so
into
I mean,
Platinum Games.
Are you sure? That
Yeah.
doesn't sound right.
Yep. Clover turned into Platinum Games because Clover, the head of Platinum Games, cannot think of his name. Clover, who made Beautiful Joe and
Right.
and Okami, Capcom made that person the director of Clover. So when they closed Clover, he ended up making Platinum Games.
Okay. So yeah. But as I understand it, though, most of the talent that was behind Okami, at least at the time of Clover shutting down,
all with the Platinum,
stayed within Capcom.
No, they all left him with the Platinum.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I say it's been years since that happened, and I'm likely just misremembering, but I swear I read it somewhere. But that it might be too. That was just the original intention, was that they were just going to shut it down from being a separate studio and absorb them. And when it happened, they all just said, "Screw it, we're out."
Yeah, because dude, I was hoping for a Beautiful Joe 3. Like I was hoping
I would love another Beautiful Joe. We'll totally bring that shit back.
Dude, 1 and 2 is just so good.
Can we get like a 2-pack of that for the Switch?
Okay.
That'd be fantastic. Beautiful Joe is a fucking gem,
dude, that needs the HD treatment.
Yes, it does. Does it fucking ever?
I think more people will play that game because it's so well on GameCube, but it's just like this game needs to come back. A series.
It did good on GameCube, even given or despite or in spite of the limited install base they had to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's fantastic.
I love Beautiful Joe. Yes. I'm probably gonna put that on my Twitter page. Be like, Capcom, I need a Beautiful Joe collection for Switch. Don't play with my emotions. Bring it now. If Konami ain't gonna do nothing for Switch in the near future, y'all need to do something, and that needs to be one of them. I'm sorry, everybody. I put Beautiful Joe over Resident Evil 2 remake any day.
Right. So, no, this deserves talked about too. And I'm trying to remember if we talked about it briefly or not. But Edmund McMillan has his latest project up and well funded already through Kickstarter. Like, I think this thing hit goal in like an hour and a half. But in any case, he's doing a Binding of Isaac card game. So, for any of you out there, and I know that there are fucking tons that love, Binding of Isaac, and you must have a new way to consume it. He's coming out with a new card game set within the Binding of Isaac universe called The Four Souls. So, and I've kind of been peeking at this, and I will freely admit I have not yet pulled the trigger on this, but I'm really close to doing it. Like, I really want to check this out. It looks cool. Dude, the artwork that's going into some of these is just fantastic. It's like gruesome and fucked up and weird, but it's really good.
I seen the announcement, and I think there's a story out that's on there, but I didn't click on the story and look and read it and look at the cards because I don't own Binding of Isaac. Something about it doesn't appeal to me. And
Really, I'm curious. So, like, I'm not fault. I'm just curious. Like, what about it puts you off?
it doesn't put me off. There's something about it just be like, okay. I think I'm to be honest with you. I think once I touch Geometry Wars and like Machina, Next Machina, or Machina Next, and some other style shooters,
Yeah,
I feel like they look and play better. They fit my style because they feel more arcadey. And I just look at Binding of Isaac, and I was just like, you really try to make this game look like a Behemoth game, and I respect that, but I would rather have Behemoth kind of make this game so I could be excited to play it.
see, I never got the Behemoth vibe from it.
It's been an art style, and I think because of Alien Hominid.
See, I think McMillan's art style with Isaac honestly does separate and distinguish itself from Behemoth.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I think it's when I was looking at the eyes, and there's just something about, and that's why I said it's me. It's just like Alien Hominid. I definitely love that game, have fun with it. Something about the Binding of Isaac just doesn't gel with me. And maybe if it does go on sale, like for $10 or something, I'll probably go and pick it up and give it a try, or I'll probably have to try a demo of it. It's not resonating with me. It's not clicking with me. Where something like Geometry Wars, like when I played it on actual one, I was just like, okay, I get this. I'm loving this. I'm spoiled, and playing Next Machina, I'm just like arcadey. I'm loving this. Binding of Isaac is just that art style just is not gelling well with me. Where I feel like Behemoth, I guess that's just that Behemoth vibe just made it look better, you know. So it's not a knock to Ed McMillan or Binding of Isaac. Like I said, it's just not gelling with me. It's a must-have game for people who own it on Switch. After all the stuff that they've been through to even get onto a Nintendo platform, I think it's kind of owed to them.
Well, it's made it onto 3 Nintendo platforms now. Because it hit the Wii U and the 3DS, the new 3DS. Yeah, and then Switch again. So
why do I forget that it came to 3DS?
Because it was new 3DS only.
And you know what? It probably did get announced, and then the story just went away. I think I was just probably looking at other stuff.
But in all seriousness, I highly do take it for a spin sometime. Like, it's meaty enough that $20 is plenty justifiable for it. I know it sounds like a little bit of a risk for somebody that isn't quite grabbing, but I will tell you in complete honesty, once you get playing it, you know, give it a couple of solid runs to actually start getting your head around some of the nuance of it.
And shout out to Ed McMillan for doing 2 physical versions on Switch. Major shout out for that.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little mad about that.
Yeah, but
I was a little pissed.
But you know what? It got physical release.
It did. It's just, man, that second art cover was so much better.
Yes, that
and
I agree.
I was mostly just ticked that it came out, and that for those of us that already bought it, like, there wasn't an option to just, you know, go online and print it, or, you know, say, hey, I've already bought this, can you just ship me a slip cover kind of thing.
Oh, I would love to offer
yeah, that would have been nice. Now, that being said, though, I still really want, like, a big, huge fucking poster.
I was about to say that.
Angel Rage Isaac.
I was about to say that.
God, I want that framed and hanging on my wall, because that is just fucking sick artwork.
That looks nice.
Yeah, that's stunning.
That one is sick. Yeah, that I agree with you.
But in any case,
Oh, I would love for a store to sell Switch covers. Like like if you bought it like at Limited Run Games as a collection, not only do you get like alternative cover, but you get like a big poster to go along with it for like indie games. I would love for that to happen.
No, that's not a bad idea, but
yeah, because I want the Cave Story one so bad.
Yeah. Now something else just popped. Oh, that was the other thing too. I haven't gotten to play it yet, but I did pick up my my copy of Octopath Traveler on Friday last week, and I did get my mitts on the Wayfarers edition.
Mm-hmm.
For anybody that has not seen it for themselves, holy fuck, that is a big ass box.
How big?
So, again, I will include a link, but I did put together an unboxing video for the Wayfarers edition, so you can take a look. But this thing is fucking massive.
It looks nice. Like, I just want to see how big the box is.
It's a couple inches thick. I mean, it's taller than it's sizably taller than just a normal Switch case would be, and it's just fucking huge, but it's gorgeous.
Dude, shoot.
Super fucking cool.
I had an adventure trying to even get Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, that was the other little news nugget, was that apparently demand for this game was woefully underpredicted. Like, Amazon's talking back ordered like 1 to 2 months for Octopath.
This is the second time Square Enix has done this. They couldn't believe how well Bravely Default sold, and now this.
Yeah,
it's just like you put out 2 demos. You already got tons of feedback. So why would you shortchange it?
They might have just been banking on more digital than physical.
Dude, everybody was at the store getting that game.
Mm-hmm.
All Square Enix PR had to do was look at everybody's look at most of the Twitter feed that was saying Octopath Traveler. It sold out in the UK. It sold out a little bit in America. You probably can still find it some places if they have it in like Target.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, when I walked into Best Buy, there were still some copies on the shelf. But
your Best Buy actually put theirs out, because Target at 10 o'clock almost in the morning, that's been open for 2 hours in mine, they didn't even know where it's at.
Yeah. No, our Best Buy had it out, including some, at least 1 or 2 Wayfarer editions that were just up for grabs as well.
Nice.
So, I mean, they're around, but I mean, as a retailer, Amazon apparently was just woefully unprepared. And as I understand it from what I've been reading, like, just all across Japan, it is full blown just gone.
Yeah.
Like, Square is having to remind people, it's like, our bad, but you can still play it. Just go download it.
Guess what? Everybody wants the physical. Doesn't that tell you something? Yeah,
see, I told you physical's not dead.
I think ever since we talked this multiple times, I think because it's cartridge and it's Nintendo, and people have finally recognized and learned that if you don't get the first edition of these games on the system, good luck on trying to get it on a reprint, because who knows if there's going to be one.
Yeah. Also, for those that are digging their Octopath Traveler, which I have no doubt that I will be among them in the coming week. But one, there are some, since we were just talking about it, some printable alternate box cover art for Octopath Traveler that's available on the My Nintendo with your platinum points, so you can get one for each of the different characters. And Oh shit, my brain's collapsing here. There was something else. It escaped. Oh yeah, that was the other cool thing I saw too. Was it and I don't know if you saw it or not, but if you take all 8 of the characters from Octopath,
They formed the word Octopath.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I seen someone
Like
post that.
that's fucking cool.
I didn't think nothing of it until someone posted it on Twitter, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that makes sense. I think that's literally cool.
That's right up there with the first Dead Space. The first letter of every chapter spelled out. The chick's name. I can't even remember what the hell her name was now. I'm blanking for a moment. But it's like, so and so is dead. I'm like, yeah.
I gotta work on Dead Space 1 and 2.
So yeah, that's the thing. But in any case, I think I think this is a good place to cut it for the night, or for the week, more accurately. But in any case, but yeah, make sure you check out the show notes. I'm going to drop in links for the Signature Edition Games website, as well as the unboxing of the Wayfarers Edition. So if any of you want to check that out and see if it's worth trying to get your hands on a copy, if you're uncertain as of yet, you can take a look at that. Other than that, I will drop in, just for good measure here, one more time, the link to the limited run for Thumper on Switch, since that is an open pre-order, not a limited number of copies. So it's going to be by date, and that's going live in just a couple days here, and it's going to be open for week and a half, 2 weeks, give or take. So you'll have some time to get your shit together and get your money in, and make sure you actually get a copy. So, but definitely do get a copy. This is actually, honestly, this is one of the rare times I would say, if you have a PS4 and a Switch, get the PS4 version. Get that special edition, because like there's cool stuff in there. Like, I'm jealous because there's a sick little Thumper pin that I really want that's in that package. I'm like, that's cool. Soundtrack, all the good stuff. But in any case, either way, get one of them. It deserves your monies.
Yeah, I'm sorry, PS4. If I get it, it has to be on Switch.
So, but either way, get it. And Eddie, you really should get the PS4 edition.
You just want me to send you that pin, don't you?
That's part of it, but honestly, that PS4 edition, dude, is sick.
Dude,
because the PS4 edition, if I remember correctly, is also getting a steelbook.
Oh, don't care about that. I'm committed more to Nintendo.
How do you know? Oh, Jesus! Wait a minute. Wait. There is going to be they've updated. Uh-huh. This is exciting. I just refreshed. I'm staring at a collector's edition for Switch, for Thumper.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Bearing in mind this is meaty. Let's see here. Let's get a close up on that. I do see the Beetle pin. The game itself, nice big box. Let's see here. Here we go. Collector's edition box with foil and embossed elements. Reversible 18-inch by 24-inch poster. The enamel pin, soundtrack, 3 fine art lithograph prints, and steel book case. Yes, please. Yep, that's where my money's going.
Yay.
Thank God, steelbook case, too. I was going to be really disappointed if this thing was coming for Switch with no steelbook case. PS4 was getting one.
They know that they're going. That's where most of the.
Oh, that steelbook is sick.
Oh, you know all the pre-orders.
Damn.
You know all that the pre-orders is going to go to that one, to that yeah.
Yeah. So in case you're wondering, just price wise, what you're looking at here, like I said, the standard. I stand corrected. The standard edition for Thumper on Switch was $35. The collector's edition is going to run you $65.
For what it's offering, I think people would pay it.
I will.
Does that? I wonder if that includes shipping.
I think it's a couple dollars shipping in addition.
In addition, okay.
But yeah, I really don't care because, good God,
it's Switch. I think a lot of people are going to pay it, and probably because of the cartridge also. So
I'm honestly stoked for a bunch of stuff in here. Like, I'm really jazzed for that soundtrack, the Beetle pin, and the Steelbook. Like, it's coming with a regular case, like the foil embossed case that the standard edition has, but then you're also getting a Steelbook case as well. So
where I'm assuming that the PS4 version is just getting the steel case. They're not getting the regular blue one.
I'm not. Let's look here because now I'm curious. Because
if they're not,
no, they're getting both as well.
They're getting both as well. Okay.
Yeah. So there is full blown parity in here. Actually, I'm super stoked because I tweeted out to Limited Run, like, hey, can we get that awesome Thumper limited edition goodness for the Switch version as well, please? And apparently, asking you shall receive. Squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Yeah, I mean, $65. That's not bad.
No, it's a solid package. Like, this thing looks sizable. So yeah, I'll drop a link in the show notes. But yeah, I didn't realize that was coming. Definitely worth your dollars and your dineros and your leaf coins and all that. Or your meseta if you really want to throw it back a little bit. So, anyways, but yeah, that's a good place to call it for tonight. As always, find us at our home on shoutengine.com. We're also out there on Google Play and iTunes, whatever your preferred method of getting a hold of your podcast is. We do appreciate reviews and ratings on iTunes and Google Play. Helps us get a little bit more visible. Again, there will be a link in the show notes there to the unboxing for Octopath Traveler Wayfarer Edition. Feel free to poke around the YouTube channel. Bear in mind it is presently kind of under reconstruction a little bit, so not everything is going to be super pretty and perfect, but we're coming together there. So while you're there, we do appreciate you hit the subscribe and hit the notification button. Ding dong done. But it's in the works. There's a few things, components that I'm kind of waiting on, and a few things I'm trying to slog through myself. I'm also I'm getting closer to having some cool news to share with everybody on the Twitch front as well. It's just taking me time to piece it all together. And I've got to get some scheduling stuff figured out so I know what and when I can do some things. But there will be some cool stuff coming on the Twitch front for any fans of the for anybody listening that's joined us recently or even within the last year. We're going to be digging. I will say this: we'll be digging into some old content. But in any case, I'm gonna shut it down here. So with that, we're out. Good night. Peace.
See you guys next time on World 1-1 Podcast.